Last time, a strange mist creature came up from the well on Perry White's farm and started causing trouble. His stated goal is to take Lois back down to his underground world and make her his people's queen. Lois doesn't want to be a queen. She likes being a reporter. But this guy isn't very good at respecting other people's opinions or boundaries. He has Perry White in a Perils of Pauline type situation with a screaming buzzsaw, and Lois just fell into the well. In this series, Superman doesn't have the speed that he does in other stories. Ideally, he needs to figure out how to be in two places at once. He did it back in the live-action show, but that was way back in the 50s, and he's forgotten a few things since then.
I've got it. The electric power lines. Okay, Miss Lane. All's well that ends well.
But Mr. Mist got away, and he's still going to be after her. Perry says, I'm having Clark escort you to work tomorrow. Maybe if you're not alone, this thing will have second thoughts about trying to grab you.
Clark can't. Mr. White, I might as well be alone.
Not really, Miss Lane. Up, and away!
Not really. That's the best he can muster. I don't think she believes you, Soups. Try it with a little more conviction. Maybe is not.
1 minute, Lois. I want to get a magazine.
Well, I'll go on up to the office.
No, wait. I'm supposed to...
Oh, don't worry, Clark. Mr. Mist couldn't possibly try anything in a crowded elevator.
Doesn't a crowded elevator usually have people in it? There's nobody here but the operator. Well, you know what they say. One's company, two's a crowd.
Wade, you passed my floor. Oh, no. Not you. Not again.
She gets in an elevator with a solitary stranger against all advice from everybody, and she's surprised. The planet's star reporter, folks. He wraps her up in some kind of blanket, ties her up, and puts her on a nearby window washing scaffold. The idea is to get her down to the ground that way and then head for the well. Superman appears behind him, and for a change, he brought a weapon.
Well, Mr. Mist, I've finally bagged you.
That's cool, but before you go save Lois, you might want to...
That elevator man, where is he?
Right there in the... Oh, no.
I was gonna say you might want to close up the end of that bag, but never mind.
The boiler room.
Superman?
Did you see a small cloud of steam in here?
Yes, lots of them.
Well, thanks.
I got nothing.
Good grief. What was that?
Yes? A boiler blew up. Great Scott, that little old janitor.
No duh, that little old janitor. You come upon a random individual somewhere who's all by himself and you're not suspicious. The planet's other star reporter, folks. While Clark disappears so Superman can fix the boiler, Lois wants to go down there and see things for herself.
Come with me, miss. You'll need fresh air. Fast.
Never mind that it's the last fresh air you'll ever breathe. From now on, it's subterranean fog for you. If it gets too bad, we can probably add flavoring.
There. My heat vision did the trick.
Perry reports that the fire chief took Lois out. Superman knows it wasn't the fire chief. Beanie has an even more distressing report.
Superman, the fire chief drove off with Lois. Thanks, Beanie. Up and away!
The fire chief took off without putting the ladder down, and why is Lois on the ladder? Mr. Mist doesn't understand how to operate a ladder truck properly. There are a lot of surface things he doesn't understand, such as what low clearance means.
Superman again. You'll be after me now.
He wasn't before. He changes to Mist and leaves the truck to careen out of control. Superman stops it before it can hit anybody, but Mr. Mist doesn't care. He was just getting away. Lois watches him go into the Superman Museum.
Superboy. You're Mr. Mist. Yes, and I warn you that I acquire the characteristics and skills of the original owner of whatever costume I wear. So now I, too, have super strength.
It's nice that he said he takes on all the characteristics, because there's another exhibit nearby that's going to come in handy.
A lead box. Must be kryptonite in here. Well, Man of Steel, do something. Hit back. All right, Mr. Mist. How about this? Ha! Did you really think you could hurt me with this piece of green?
The thought did occur to him. This kryptonite must not be very potent.
It was beginning to get to me, too.
Always before, he can't even get near it. How was he able to just handle it like that? Little did anybody know he had been eating small quantities of kryptonite for breakfast every day to build up a tolerance. Looks like it's working.
Superman, what happened? Where's the mist?
Inside, Miss Lane. And the only way out for Mr. Mist is through this keyhole. Watch. Finally, Mr. Mist, we've got you bottled up. Now we'll send you back home.
And just so we're clear on the details, you're going home without a two-legged queen, yes? Good.
Goodbye, Mr. Mist. Yeah, have a good trip. Well, that takes care of Mr. Mist. Forever, I hope.
Keep hoping he can just slip back up out of there and start over. Except if you do that. I can say one good thing about Mr. Mist: he's not Lex Luthor. Beyond that, I give him points for originality. I've seen lots of vapor creatures who could take possession of someone, maybe do some poltergeist stuff, but I don't remember another one that actually becomes whatever clothes it inhabits. The lack of danger to whoever owns the clothes is a new wrinkle, and I kind of liked it. I could have used a lot more explanation about why he thinks Lois should be their queen, but kids on Saturday morning aren't going to be asking questions like that. They care about how Superman can fight an enemy that doesn't have an actual body. The vacuum foreshadowed the real solution nicely, so the kid says, yeah, put a cork in it this time and it'll stay there. Perry and the buzzsaw raised a lot of questions, not the least of which is, why does he have a sawmill on his farm? But again, kids aren't asking that. Adults who get paid to overanalyze the stories are, so it really doesn't matter. Kids loved it. It reached the target audience. That's what matters. That's also why we still love it to this day. Hey friends, if you enjoyed the video, please click the thumbs up button and let me and YouTube know it. If you're not subscribed yet, you know what to do. And remember, you can become a patron of this channel for as little as $2 a month. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Was he able to just... How his... How he... And then my eye lost the line.